Hope you had a chance to catch part one, because here we are for part two. That kind of leads us to our last panelist, Ryan, my friend Freund.
Ooh.
Because now Ryan's cool, unique strategy has been super personal, where Ryan decided to let us into his home, into his life, which,
cool.
is a little much, but it was awesome. And to see the responses, what I mean by a little much is exposing, to me, I always think, look at me, I'm online now, but to introduce people into your home, into your family. And I loved it. It was wonderful. And a lot of other people did. I saw by the responses. So tell us about what you and my little girlfriend were up to.
Yeah, so our whole thing was, and we've talked about it a lot here in the conversation, but the human element of this, there's been a unique opportunity right now for all of us to be humanized. It's really easy when the pressure's on and the project needs to be finished and all that kind of stuff, and tensions are high for people to forget that we're all human beings, a lot of us with families and people surround us that we love and that love us. And so for anybody that knows me, they know about our daughter, Adair. Adair has a rare genetic disorder and is a lot of complex medical needs. And she's an absolute joy to be able to share with the world. And so she and I started making some videos. And so just in our home, in her little homeschool space, we started shooting some videos just about, for a while, just like random weird stuff. Adair and I,
How old is Adair?
She is 5. She's almost 6. Turns 6 here coming up within the week. It's just been amazing to share her unique little personality, our relationship, and try to brighten people's day. That's been really the goal, is amidst all this, and as you're scrolling through LinkedIn or whatever, there's a lot of really serious, good information out there. But to have a little bit, Bo is just talking about it, a lot of people are used to having those social interactions. Even the most introverted engineer still talks to people in their workday. You know what I mean? They still crave human interaction at some kind of basic level, even if they need 30 seconds to fill their cup up of social interaction as they're sitting there at the water cooler, as Bo mentioned. Or they, are an extrovert who loves getting with people all the time. That's still a thing that people need. And this situation has created an environment where nobody's getting that on a regular basis, and that's hard. And so we wanted to get our weird little selves out there and have people get to know us and feel like they're part of our family and part of our interaction. And Diane, it has been really cool, the responses. I've received a number of just direct messages, people saying, "Hey, what's your address?" Or somebody will send something to the office, and I'll grab the mail and have a letter from somebody, And one day, Adair and I showcased our sticker collection.
That was the best one. I love
Thank you.
stickers.
It's we're just goofballs, and we have a whole lot of stickers, and we have them hanging up in the garage too, and it's kind of a fun thing that we do. Well, we've gotten probably half a dozen cards from people across the country who've sent us random stickers, just it's been a joy, and that really has been the purpose, is to just spread the human element, spread the joy, the connection between everybody, and develop the relationships and make it more personal. And one thing I've particularly loved just in this whole environment is we've probably all been on the name your virtual platform, virtual call, and all of a sudden, like for me, my door is here behind me. All of a sudden, this little head pokes in. And I hear, Dad, what are you doing? She comes trotting over. We've all had it happen where we have these different, humanizing interactions. And I think coming out of this, it's going to take the level of where sometimes some of the interactions could get heated and stressful, and work is stressful. It can be stressful at different times, and nobody means to be hurtful or whatever, but sometimes people can be in the midst of things. I think this humanization of everybody is really going to be to our benefit. in the long run. And we're going to realize that we're all human beings who do try to do really good things some days and mess up other days. But we all, this humanization element piece here, I think is really going to benefit all of us in the long run.
Well, I think making it civil, right, and being able to have civil discussions and civil Now, talking about real quick, I'm a somewhat of a numbers and statistic guys. I was blown away, and I was so excited to see when you first started this. And when we're talking about when you post something on LinkedIn, relatively speaking, we consider it a success if we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 views, right, Diane? If we post a video or have a product post, and Ryan was putting out like 5, 6, 8, 10,000 people watching those videos and interacting. And this cool. Huge network evolved. And that's really where you make that connection, make it special. But I personally, I didn't see it. Unfortunately, it didn't pop up to my feed till you had like the second or third one. But it was almost like addicting. I mean, I had to review them all. And I was like, oh, I'm still going to comment on this post because even though it's a week ago, because I want to share with Adair what my favorite song is.
Yes.
I really loved it. And I think you making it, I think we can all agree upon making it a personal journey and making it less about the organization and that big, cold picture, I think is really going to make it successful in the long run.
Yeah, I like how Ryan used the word humanization. Cause that's, we're all on this panel because we're passionate about what we do, and we're genuine, and connecting to people, for me at least, connecting to people at a different level is rewarding, and creating that bond. The selling stuff's a byproduct. The sales a byproduct to me. But developing that to me is extremely rewarding, and the good for this COVID is that humanization. It's get connecting on people at a different level that I would never been able to do on purpose. So.
It is. I mean, we're all in the same storm, but we all have different boats. Some people are in yachts. Some people are in canoes. But we're all here. We're all going through it. We're all, we all had to go quarantine and shut down. And, we're essential and we got classified as that. But I mean, it's still the connection that I want.
I think a lot of us are doing these multi-pronged approaches. I mean, we've kind of come up with some creative ways to, when a lot of folks won't let you in, we'll bring a demo kit and stick it outside of a door outside the building, and then, leave it, and the people come out and you hop on a virtual call. They can still get their hands on with your product, and then we sanitize it all and stuff like that. And there's a lot of different ideas, but one of the things for us personally, our family, we were thinking about what's a void that's out there? What's a hole that people might be missing? And that was just one way that we felt like fit our ability to try and fill that void. And it was the human connection piece. And so it's been really cool listening to Bo and Ray talk about their pieces too, and being able to take and glean from that and improve different things that we're doing for folks, because our customers still need to see what are the new solutions, what's the new technology. Business is still going on in a lot of ways, especially depending on the vertical market you're in. Some verticals are going exceptionally well, are very strong right now. And how do you get the right solutions in front of those customers so they know what the best possible technology is to improve their process, maintain uptime, improve efficiencies, all that kind of stuff. But for us, personally, it was, let's just get our weird little selves out there and allow people to just build the community.
I'm glad you said it, not me.
It has really been incredible. I mean, I think one of our videos we talked about for Adair, when she loses a tooth, we give her this little songbirds. They're just all these different bird types that sing their songs. The product manager from the company that was designing, that did that project, reached out
That's cool.
And sent Adair a few additional little birds for her collection. And so, like, even though it's not from our industry, there's been this activity and engagement and involvement in trying to help out our fellow human beings get through what is really kind of a collective trauma experience. This whole thing is a very difficult time for all of us as humanity, and helping all of us get through it, I think, is just one thing that we were passionate about doing.
That's awesome. I think I've always learned, and I've always talked about that there's really a quality difference, right, between having to do business with someone because they have a product that is specified and that they really need, and wanting to do business with someone.
Yeah.
And really being able to create that connection or that new level of emotion with someone. That's when really I don't want to call it sales magic, but that's when the magic happens.
That's when it happens, man. That's when it happens.
Yeah, I found actually in the last 6 months we've been very, very busy, but we've been busy with customers we've known, our whole career. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to develop a lot of new business, but we've developed new business with existing customers. But our phones and email are blowing up. I mean, we're as busy as we're busy, and it's just a different kind of busy. But going back on what Ryan was saying and Bo was saying is, I think some of that personal relationship stuff that we built historically as reps over the course of time is the reason we're busy. Is we're doing business with people that we've always done business with, and they're calling us for advice and what have you. So doing what Bo's doing, what Ryan's been doing, it's just all in the big scheme of things of how we're trying to develop personal relationships, help people, solve problems and so forth. So we've, I feel fortunate that we've been as busy as we've been, and hopefully in the next 3 to 4 or 6 months, whatever it is, when we get out of this, we're going to be just as busy, be able to go out and see new folks.
Yeah,
totally agree, Ray. It's been really kind of neat in getting onto other virtual meetings, whether it's with a customer or with a distribution partner, and they'll go before we start the official part of the meeting. They'll go, hey, by the way, saw that video? That was hilarious. Keep doing those, would you? Keep doing that. And it's for us. Oh, this is going to sound maybe kind of weird. I never wanted to get into sales. It's Chad. No, it won't be weird at all. I'm not known for weirdness in any way.
Not at all.
I truly.
He's not showing his socks today. He's got some outrageous socks that he wears.
Got that right, baby. Got that right. I really never wanted to get into sales, but what I really love is helping people. I really get very passionate about what our customers do and what our manufacturers provide. And so being able to marry those things together and to really try to help people do things more efficiently, more cost effectively, higher in technology, whatever, in those kind of ways, we love, and everybody on our team, we love helping people. And so if in a time right now, people know, they're thinking about us, we have the products and things like that, but we can also help them through this time. That's a way that we can help right now. That might be a little different, but it ends up having a similar result because people are feeling connected, they're contacting you, they're thinking about maybe some of the things that you have to offer and how you can help as a person. So it's been, and as a company. So it's been pretty, really cool.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, Ryan, because I don't consider myself a salesman, never have. I've always considered myself, or tried to live up to, being more of a business consultant. I feel like I have a fiduciary responsibility to my customers and my manufacturers, but the customers, to help them make decisions that's going to be best for their business. So sometimes I don't sell something because I don't feel like it, and I'll let them know. And that's, if you call it selling, great, but I don't look at myself as a salesman in that respect. And you're right on the money on that, in my mind.
Totally with you.
Sometimes the sale that you don't make is the most important sale that you've ever made.
Yep.
That's right.
Because you walked away from it and said that's not the best solution for you. You've actually earned more clout and more respect from your customer.
Your credibility goes up.
Absolutely.
There it is.
For sure.
Incredible.
And looking to the future too, looking at the outlook of things and the way things have gone, I think a lot of us, 08, 09 kind of did this as well. But when you look at the trusted advisors that are out there, the sales professionals that are out there, this environment is creating a situation where we all need to be contemplating our value, and we all need to be adding value to our customers. You know,
Absolutely.
the kind of the route salesperson who's going and dropping off treats and things like that is nice, but there's an inability to do that right now. And I think for a lot of customers, they're really honing in on and conversing with those trusted advisors because they know that they're going to get good solutions. It's going to be effective. It's going to be helpful. And I think coming out of this, we're going to have this interesting hybrid of maybe a smaller number of salespeople calling into a market because of it, but probably a higher class of salesperson calling into it. A person who really is striving to be the trusted advisor with the quality products to improve processes. It's going to be an interesting world.
I agree with that until some of the old school mentality rolls off. They feel like they need 5 people in one state, that you got to be driving 40,000 miles a year. Because I agree with you 100% in that my goal is to no longer drive up and down the road, knock on everybody's door, begging for an appointment, hoping that they'd buy something, not even knowing if they would be would be remotely interested. So the goal with, and it's an evolving process, is how do I develop a more warm call before I drive the 100 miles to make that appointment? Because I want to get up my close rate to 80, 85, 90%, if that's even possible. But with the cost and the time, I'm not doing that customer any service if he's not interested in what I have to offer. So it's up to me and how I communicate him with an email campaign or phone call to show value in that, to give me 20 minutes. I've actually started when making sales calls. I do it on email. I'm asking them, do they have any interest in learning more about this product? If they don't, great, I'll move on. If they do, perfect. Now I get a little warm lead and my close rate goes way up.
Well, I think what it boils down to, and Bo and I have had this discussion, I think this just a couple of days ago, is really, and you guys just covered that, is the fact that going out there and engaging with people and being in a sales environment has become less about the craft and learning something and being and adapting and trying to figure out what is important to our customers versus just doing that, as you mentioned, that milk route and just kind of seeing those old people. And I feel like the good ones have adapted to that and really view themselves as a craftsman, even if they don't consider themselves a salesperson per se, a more advisor or consultatory basis. But that's really what's becoming inadvertently more important. I think that's really where you all, and that really what ties it all together, where you all have proven different concepts, but they all boil down to the same thing, which is trying to be a advisor, a consultant, a friend, even maybe per se, and making it less about the product, even though it all comes back to the product eventually. And really just engaging and having a really engaging relationship with people. Relationships, that's what it boils down to.
Last couple of things is, guys, I'm putting you on the spot now. You ready? 1, 2, 3. I need to know your favorite Finder product and your favorite Finder application.
Correct.
That's my job.
All right, Ray.
Give
Shoot.
it up.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Favorite product's 39 series. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, used out, nobody else has got it. It's what I lead with the Finder, portfolio, and so that's my favorite product, which probably is everybody else's, but for sure that's.
But you got it first, so okay.
Yeah.
Ray, application.
What am I going to say now?
No, Ray needs to share the favorite application. It's really it comes to my mind because we just recently converted it, right?
Probably what you're thinking about is we converted North Carolina Public Safety, the jail system. They've converted over to use the 39 series and all their jail doors, believe it or not, and should be some substantial business long term. And yeah, so that's my favorite application, and it was using the 39 series. We've had other ones, but that's the coolest one I think I've seen so far.
Yeah, because they use everything. I mean, they're using the relay, the fuse module, the adapter, the cable, the whole solution. It's a really cool little solution.
That guy was fired up about it, man. He thought it was the best thing ever.
Oh yeah, he was more excited than me.
He was.
All right, who's up next? Ryan?
Sure. All right, I'm gonna go a different route. I love them T-stats. So our thermostats, and yeah, I know it's wild and crazy, but from our thermostats are fantastic. So the size, the compactness, our cost point on them, the effectiveness of them, they're a great little product. They are. So anyway.
So where's the application form?
Well, my application favorite is different than the T-stats. We have a customer that does
definitely not a salesperson.
Yeah, prison security systems where they use a multitude of our products. And what I like about it is if you think about reliability within an application and the need for reliability within an application, the Finder products. So we've been representing Finder for a long time, over 20 years as a company, and a quality issue is almost non-existent over that period of time. It is our quality is incredible. Yeah, exactly. Knock on some wood there, Chad. It really is remarkable. There's no other manufacturer kind of like that where the commitment to quality is so high. And so I like that application because it speaks to our reliability, our quality with our entire portfolio.
All right. Well, that was really good, Rob. I'll give you that. Okay, I'll send you a gold star.
Thank you.
It's a good spin on a thermostat.
Yeah, man. He was all
That's
over
hard.
it.
That's hard.
And he went down to like the sales process completely.
I know it.
He brought out 3 attributes and how they're applied, and I mean, it was unbelievable.
Put the pressure on.
Non-salesman.
Last and least, not least.
Oh.
That's right. I'll be least. I'm okay. So for political purposes, I'm going to tell you that this is my favorite product.
The whole rail. Wow.
The whole rail. So we get politics out of the way there for a second. My favorite product, well, there's several of them, but the 84 series smart timer with the 2 independent channels, a plethora of different programs with the NFC and using iPhone. I mean, the Android and now the iPhone. You know, it's a really unique, cool product. It's a conversation piece. I don't sell like truckloads of them, but it leads to a lot of the other stuff that's in there. Because then you follow this up with the 39 series with the fuse, and then you go into the cool little thermostat. I mean, for me, it's a great icebreaker. And they're like, oh, that's cool. And you can demo it on your phone and show them how you can set up the different channels and, you know, multiple programming within each individual channel. So it's neat and it's unique, and no one else has it, and it sets me apart. So an application is that was exciting. I had a customer that had 10 panels lined up and had 2 different timing functions, the old design with 2 different products. We showed them the 84 series, and having a small package with all that capability was very enticing to him. Then as he built all his panels up, once everything's populated, he just took his phone and just tapped it to the top of the 84 series, and it was automatically programmed. So within, a couple minutes, he had all the timers set and ready to go.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool. But one thing Bo failed to mention in this thing is the fact that the engineer that actually specified this, Bo, how many times in 10 years have you been able to meet with him because he works remotely?
Twice
In 10 years.
Yeah.
And we were able to specify that off of a joint webinar.
Yeah.
A while back, before webinars were cool, we did webinars.
Yeah.
Diane and I were kind of
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
That's a cool story right there in itself.
No, that's a totally different story. You're completely right. But yeah, he ended up specifying what, the T-Stat, the 84 series timer, which, by the way, was the first significant engineer or organization that specified it globally across the board as a timing function. We've seen a huge revolution in that product, the 84 series. And stay tuned, we're going to have a Finder-osity podcast about the 84 series and timers here pretty soon. Right, Diane?
Yep.
In the future.
It's on the books. We're creating content and trying to figure out ways to share interesting things and just talk and, hi, my friends. I miss y'all.
It's been extremely enlightening. I wish I could take Ryan's and Ray's ideas and incorporate it over here, but I don't know if I can get my boss to buy a van.
You got a spare $100K sitting around, Ray? You want to just start bankrolling vans?
Can we borrow it?
Yeah, really. Yeah, we could do that.
1.1% interest or something?
Right.
Well, Ray got a lot of sponsors.
Yeah,
we got a lot of product given to us. I mean, I didn't ask for a lot of money because I didn't want to be
bought.
Locked into, we gave you all this money for this and that. So it's just easier to do it on our own. Definitely Fender give us the most product, or free product.
Oh, look at y'all saying such nice things.
I need some more, by the way.
I know. For
Gave some
van
samples.
we were able to create a lot of synergies. I know you have some, like with back panel systems and enclosures, and really, I think that's where part of the beauty happens, is if you build these types of panels and you create a synergy amongst manufacturers that are on your line card, you suddenly have like, 4 in 1. I have 4 sales calls in one. Here you go. Here we go.
Absolutely. I'm just curious when we're gonna, when the check's gonna come in the mail for this. I mean.
Yeah, well, when this goes viral,
paid
then you
actors,
could get
right?
some.
We're paid actors. We're not getting paid.
I'll be honest. I don't even know how many people are actually going to listen to this. we might have like, I mean, we might have like 5 people show up, and it's us 5.
See,
Awesome.
If I knew we weren't getting paid, I wouldn't have took a shower and put this nice shirt on.
Gentlemen, thank you so much. I appreciate you
Really
guys
appreciate
for coming in,
Yeah.
hanging out.
Thank you,
and looking
guys.
pretty
Thanks for having me.
in the shower.
Bye-bye.
Y'all have an awesome day. Take care.
You too.
Thanks, guys. Good seeing y'all.
Thank you for joining us for this awesome episode of Finder-osity. We certainly hope we were able to satisfy your Finder-osity, curiosity, monstrosity.
Monstrosity? Hush up. It's all about the Finder-osity here. So make sure y'all are following us on YouTube or on your favorite podcast station. And don't forget, my friends,
Wear your shades, because our future is bright.